Hi everyone. I am so happy that you are here at the PJs and Paint Art Journal Workshop. And I love that we can do this online. I think it's going to be a great way for us to see the projects better, talk with each other or not. But I have so much to share with you. And I know that you saw the other video with the crayons and the markers and the colored pencils that I used. This is the next step and phase of the video. What I would like you to do this week is, to see that yummy paper. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be just showing you so many tips of how to recycle things that you have at home, recycle the paints that you're using, and how just to look around you and explore what you already have to create this wonderful space for, let's just say your intentions. So this week, I would like you to just go wild like I colored with the crayons and the colored pencils. Use both hands. Don't think about it. And then we're going to start layering. And everything that's going to be demoed in this video is just a portion of the really cool things that I have planned for you in this workshop while we're together. Each week I will introduce a new technique, a new page. We're going to be using the little baby cardboard books to do things like this in. But for right now, don't use your book. Just grab some paper that you have, cardboard, an old cereal box. You can even glue papers down, and then, there's so many things you can do to create your house or your forest. What I want you to concentrate on in this really freedom and play is I want you to go back to that, that child place you were, where you just, you didn't worry about every little detail. You just had fun. This isn't about perfection. This is about creating a safe place for you to play. And together we're going to play and you make things like this. You're going to make a neighborhood you feel safe in, a forest. It could be a one house. You make that place. It could be the beach. I want you to create that environment that is your safe place. And you're going to see a lot of demonstration of tools that I'm using and I've talked about in our tool list, like the Stabilo. Oh, the Stabilo. You are all, this is the other thing about this workshop, is I am going to help you build a little art kit that won't break the bank, and you'll get the biggest bang out of it, and you're going to have the most fun with. So this Stabilo pencil is one of my favorites because this is what we're going to be using to ground our pictures into our books about ourselves or whatever you want to create in your journal book, whatever theme. If you're putting a photograph in there or like these houses and windows, this is, I'm just going to fill your head full of ideas, solutions, products that you'll actually use, so you won't be going out and wasting stuff. So you can see there I'm just blending and drying, and the water activated that and it gave it this cool texture and helped it pop off the page. Oh yeah, that's rickrack. Do you guys remember rickrack? That's just fun to say, rickrack. Tape. So this is kind of like, scrap books, that made the late 80s and the 90s. They were just like the big rage. Everybody was making scrapbooks. Well, this is like, scrapbooks on kaleidoscope crack. You know what I'm saying? This is just like your wild imagination and you. So I want you to look around the house for things that you already have, like these, Sharpie pens, colored pencils, that type of thing. If you want to use your acrylic paint, jump in. And that was just a little cardboard stencil that I traced. And here's a little cutout butterfly. I've been saving that from, who knows how long. And that's just one of those little sponge brushes, that they use for stenciling. But you can use anything. You could use the bottom of a cork. Look around the house and see what else is a round shape, and that will help you do that. I'm just doing a little test in the back of the book, and you will learn that I'm going to show you how to work your art journal book from front to back. And that's why I requested or suggested that you get an additional art journal book, the XL Canon. Oh yeah. And I'll show you how to build a book and work it from front to back and use that leftover paint. So I'm just let you sit back and watch for a minute. So this week, oh, see that right there? Yeah. You know you want to do that. Ooh, there's another page. Do you see what I mean? You're going to be glad you're here. So this week, just start gathering some of the supplies. You're going to do this project first. And do as many as you want. And this is one you could sit down with your kids too. Or grandkids, and whomever's living with you. I know we're not supposed to socialize, but we're going to socialize with the birdies. Oh yeah, with the birdies. I know, get used to it. Now here I'm just using the tip of the brush, the end of the brush, and dipping it into the lid, and you'll notice that I use the lid a lot to paint out of. So I'll be showing you tips and tricks like this. And so I'm just adding some of that blue from the top down to the bottom of the page to ground those colors. And you see I'm thinking with my hands there, I'm like, I'm gonna check this out and take a deeper look and let you see how all of these colors and layers are starting to create a story. It's a one-of-a-kind neighborhood. Don't you want to live there? So create that place and space that you'd like to live in. Make art about things you want, or think about the things you want, not about what you don't want. So right here, now remember I just mentioned about grounding that periwinkle blue with the little hollyhock flowers down below. I'm doing the same thing by making the doorknobs red. So that takes the red, the bright red from the top, and just pulls it down to the bottom. And these are tips that I will introduce you to. The more carefree you are and random you are, the better it's going to look. I'm telling you, you agonize over this crap and it'll look like crap. If you let go and get loosey and juicy with your paints and, allow yourself that freedom, and that's how art journaling really helps free up the anxiety in my brain. Instead of trying to be perfect all the time, I allow myself to play. And my goodness, right now, don't we need to play? Now I'm coming back in with that Stabilo because I noticed that my houses were just, they were really just dropping too far back into the background, and I want them to stand out a little bit. So this is a gentler way to outline using that Stabilo pencil and just marking on it. And it works great over crayons and glass, anything. And you see how I'm just activating it with the paintbrush and a little bit of water. And I'm going to show you up close. And see, watch. Isn't that beautiful? Just gives it that little shadow, smoky look behind. Much better than a hard, severe black line. So order that Stabilo. And a couple of, if you order things and expensive things, use the 50% coupons and things like that. But this is a tool, a product that I highly recommend. So I was looking at my page and everything seemed just too, I don't know, I need to push something back. So in this little white carton or souffle cup is some gesso. Gesso, and I'll be talking a lot more about that. I'm just using a really old scruffy brush to just sort of, get kind of wild and random on that, just in, not all over, just in a few places to knock it back. And then I decided, well, I need a little white on the top. Posca pens. I am going to introduce you to the world of Posca pens. You'll thank me later. You will. And I will help you decide which ones would be the best for you to add to your art kit in an economical way. And there's different ones, and I will be talking to you more about that with Posca pens and alternative acrylic markers, which is technically what these are. And I'm just making these really loosey-goosey circles around the tree, the leaves, and whatever they are. Maybe they're cherries, berries, Skittles, I don't know. That's my brain, it could be anything. But most of all, what I want you to do this week is I want you to pick a word, something that you can focus on. It'll help you ground. My word this week is going to be hope. I want to take deep breaths and surround my things that gives me hope. I want to think about the seeds I'm going to plant and the thoughts I'm going to plant in my heart and what I'm going to water and what weeds I'm going to pull. And, let's create the world how we want to envision the world ahead, our changing world. Let's create. Oh, who wants to come with me here? Come on. Come over to my house. It's germ-free. Woohoo! Love you guys. I'm so happy you came here with me. Thank you. My favorite word. Bye-bye. I love you. Yes, I do.